should you go down in your shield?
I can't speak for every fighter because some people will go, because there are different people who've said different things like, I couldn't see through my eye, I don't owe you guys to like continue fighting, blah, blah, blah. That's me, I'm giving best or whatever. Some people will look like it like it's the end of the world. Some people, personally, when I was trying to win a world title, I would rather have not been able to see again and win the world title to be able to tell myself I was a world champion, if that makes sense.
Well, it doesn't.
It does to me, 100%. But then you could say it's like a different thing where certain things have happened in the past where people have tried to force people to convert religions or they're going to kill them, and they like outright, I'm not converting.
So look, here's a scenario. I see Ronnie Coleman, he
doesn't he doesn't look good at the moment. Hip operations,
he's crawling on the
Jay
floor.
Cutler looks great though, but if you look, and Phil Heath and all these guys look amazing, but you look at Ronnie, he's on the floor. That's like a 7-time or 8-time Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, but what good is that
Legacy.
now? But what good is that now though? But
Legacy.
he's like 50.
Yeah, and when
I think
people live to 70, 80, has got no quality of life.
They say boxing's about how bad do you want it. Yeah. Those are the extremes that people are willing to go through to get it. You're willing to die.
Ronnie Coleman was 8. I think it was 8 times he won it. Yeah. So what? That's like the same as Lee Haney. I think it was. Ronnie Coleman's Mr. Olympus. He's the best physique in the whole world. So we're talking aesthetics here. There were a lot of guys aspiring to even obtain an okayish physique.
But is that worth it? Just looking up at your mantelpiece and you see a trophy there, but you can't do what your
how many
do.
people did he inspire to go into bodybuilding? How many people look up to? How many kids?
I know. I've got a perfect example of this. Yeah. Have you ever seen the film Troy?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Achilles, basically.
When he comes out and he goes, he makes the decision. The woman goes, if you stay here, you have a great life.
His mum said that to him.
If you go to the war, you'll die, but your name's gonna live forever.
Live forever.
That is the mentality that some guys have. I'd rather die and my name live forever.
Exactly. And when the little kid, when he was with 2 girls, and he goes up to him, he's like, "They're waiting for you." He goes, "Come back to me in the afternoon." He goes, "It already is the afternoon." He come back to me in the morning. He goes, "It's the afternoon." He goes, "Okay." He goes, "But the guy you're gonna fight now, he's so big. He's so this. He's so that. I wouldn't fight him." And he goes, "And that's why no one will remember your name." It's the exact same thing. In 60, 100 years' time, 100 years' time, all 3 of us should be passed. Who's going to remember who?
Yeah, that guy, who's going to be his legacy still lives on now.
Exactly.
How much does your culture play a part in your mindset?
Massively. Yeah, see, I grew up to be, I'm growing up a Sikh, from Sikh family. So we've always had the mentality that we come from, we are a warrior race. So to go in and fight, like, I'm representing a whole race of warriors. I've got to go out and perform. I've got to show that we have a fighting spirit of a warrior. So that's sort of that's a big part of my life.
Is this something you talk about with your family, Tony?
Of course, of course.
Like your granddad, dad.
My father, my grandfather said, when you go out there, you're representing us. So you need to go out there and give it everything you got. If you're not willing to go out there and give it everything you got, don't do it. And I say that there's a lot of fighters that like they want to represent the culture and everything like that. If you're not going out there to perform, shine, and represent us like the warriors we are, don't go out and represent us, because we don't want that. We don't want that image.
Is that extra pressure?
Yeah, absolutely. I told
it's what we was born to be.
He was in the changing room, and I'm thinking, this guy's getting scared. He sees like we're in Africa, there's loads of black guys running around. Some people try storming our changing room.
You freaked me out when you was talking about some of the stuff you was talking about.
I was telling him, look, at the end of the day, you come from a good community. You had warriors like Baba Deep Singh, Harry Singh Nalwar. I'm like, and you're sitting there telling me, I don't know if I want to go out there now. Like, man up, go out there, knock the guy out.
No, he started telling me, there's this place called the Volta region, and they do like black magic and stuff.
They do
I was shitting myself. I was like,
I was just giving him a bit about their culture and stuff. Like, but yeah, like I told him, look, at the end of the day, you come from a good stock of people. Represent.
Telling me that, and then 2 weeks later, he goes, apparently some juju happened. The guy had a heart attack in the middle of the ring or something. I was like, what? What? Freaked me out to the max, bro. This guy's crazy. Where you got me a fight, man?
Basically, he comes from good stock. He needs to remember that when he's in battle. That's anyone in general. Like, just think about your pedigree, your stock, where you come from. I like to look at it like that. Like, even when I was a young kid, like, always look at it like.
Other thing, when we did the ring walk, I had like arranged like a really cool ring walk for me, where I had like like an arm. He walked me out. He said, Tom, be careful, because some of these guys, they're not quite like a health and safety conscious, so the gun might go off. I'm like, hold on, wait, I'm walking in front of 2 shots. What the heck, bro? Even he got carried out on the throne. They carried him out like a king.
Okay.
And he was sweating because he thought, please don't drop me. Please don't drop me, man.
Well, you said like Prince Nassim. I like to look at it as it's my own thing. Like I'm like the modern day Maharaja. Like obviously I feel like I'm royalty personally. Like when I've got my hair, well, normally when it's freshly brushed down, when I've got my beard oiled, I feel like a lion. Like when I got my crown on my head, I feel like a lion. I feel like I'm above people. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I was saying this the other day, brothers.
The blood that runs through my veins, I know where it comes from, yeah, and I know what it's capable of doing. There's a reason why I'm the only Indian to ever grace this planet to win a Commonwealth and a world title. And there still hasn't been an Indian to even win a Commonwealth title.
Prince, where does your confidence come from?
I look in the mirror. When I look in the mirror, like, I don't see myself as an average looking guy. I see myself as like the pinnacle, like the top tier of like what a man can be. I'm athletic, I'm brown, I'm Indian. I look incredibly good. The cheekbones, the jawline, sculpted by Michelangelo himself, the straight white teeth, the girthy lips, the thick, dark Indian locks, 100% Indian Remy hair. Like, not many people, and even women themselves, can have hair this good. Like, so when we're dealing with these sorts of stuff, this is what I come from. I look at myself. I know I would never have a girl ever message me pictures of other men saying I want to get with another guy. Never. Any of my wife, if any girl ever, any girl
you got, bro?
ever says to me that they want to get with another guy, that's P45 getting kicked out. Like, never.
Do you know what? I really love your confidence, and I think more people should have that. And there's certain people sitting at home.
You are what you think. If you're at home thinking, "Oh, I'm so shit, my life's crap, I'm ugly," everyone's gonna visualize themselves. There's like an experiment they done once with a plant, and I think you might even know this one. There was one plant where every time they would water it, they'll say, "You're the best plant in the world. You're this, you're that." The other one, they were like, "Oh, you're so shit. You're so ugly. You're so this." The one that was given the positive, like, energy grew better than the other one. Both had the same water, same soil, same light. The only thing was energy. So I've still got people, all the haters out there, the Khan dick hangers who just love him and idolize him as if he's like a god to them, who love him even though they shouldn't be idolizing a man. They're all like negative to me, but I'm so destined for success that it doesn't even matter. You could say all the negative stuff. You could do all the juju, the black magic. It don't even matter because it's destined.
Prince, I've seen some good-looking guys out there,
and then you see me, and you're like, damn.
I've seen some good-looking girls out there as well, but you know, they're in a group of friends. They're always the quiet one. They're afraid to have any sort of attention in case they say the wrong thing. I've seen people in the boardroom who never get that promotion because they're not going, "Oh, I can do this," because they just don't have that confidence.
And they're content with their normal wage when they can get to the next level. I get that. Yeah, I've seen that.
They're not content, but they're looking in the mirror and they don't see what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? One person could say you're ugly. Another person could say you're the best. No. But a next person.
Nobody ever said
no,
straight heterosexual girl calling me ugly.
Listen, and there's some woman could say
they could be EDL, they could be BMP, reform, whatever. Yeah, they see me, they'll be like, "I want that Indian tonight. I fancy that Indian tonight."
But you know, there's another version who could say you're the best thing that they've ever seen.
Yeah, it's true.
But no matter what it is, you always believe I'm the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, you're always going to, if you've got a 50-50 chance, you're always going to get that chance because you're there front, believing in yourself. What I'm trying to really get down into, where does that come from? What happens when you have that bad day?
It's a good question, actually.
Bitches ain't getting brown. They're not getting brown that day, are they?
What, like, for example, if I had a bad spar or whatever and someone gets the better of me?
Whatever that bad thing is in your day.
I've only ever lost one fight. Yeah, in the last, as a pro, that is, yeah. So that's like 10 years, I've only lost one fight. It was painful. It was very painful. But I used it as like a positive. I know it sounds crazy, but like it's like I worked so hard to get to it. I fought for a world title, lost on points in Saudi Arabia on an Amir Khan undercard.
Oh,
so that's why we've crossed paths before. So any of the guys here want to say he don't know who you are,
Yeah,
he knows who I am.
well,
There's pictures of us together and all
but
that
that
sort
must
of
be a
stuff.
big stage.
Yeah, big stage. It was on TV.